Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. If I were to give a commencement talk to a December 2020 graduating class, this is what I'd say. Decades ago, psychiatrist M. Scott Peck urged us to consider the road less traveled. Well, my talk today offers some under-considered career roads less traveled as you enter the quite different world of 2021 and beyond. First is the hyper-materialistic. Depending upon your major and your professors, your friends, and the media that you consume, the road most traveled might be the pursuit of big money and prestige, or, more likely, the opposite. Starve if necessary, but do what you think would make the world better. Well, there's a case for hypermaterialism. As long as you're ethical, why not go for the big bucks and enjoy what money can buy? After all, if people are willing to pay you big bucks, you're probably adding big value. And if someone's offering you big bucks for adding little value, like bond trader, or actually would hurt the world, like tobacco salesman, of course you can turn it down. Conversely, here is a case for poverty in the service of a cause, or using a skill you love to use. So what if you have to live with your parents or 3 roommates in a low-cost neighborhood? So what if you have to mainly eat low-cost food like chicken and veggies? In terms of actual happiness, that's a small price to pay for being able to spend the best hours of each day doing what you believe is important and or pleasurable. The straight arrow. It's another unconventional approach, road less traveled. The media venerates the quirky rebel, typically an edgy artist, writer, or musician, while painting the straight arrow as boring at best, lamentably schlump at worst. But worthy arguments can be made for both extremes. The straight arrow not only supports self and usually family, it's the straight arrows with often soulless jobs who make this country run. The customer service rep who gets your device running again, the person who cuts your hair, at least cut your hair before the COVID lockdown, the person who invented and even the person who built that monitor, that Zoom software, that chair you're sitting in that enables you to virtually graduate. Oh, let me be clear, you are graduating, it's just the ceremony that's virtual. Conversely, there's the very curved arrow. A case can be made for that quirky rebel. The world needs a percentage of the unconventional, the activist, the edgy artist, the contrarian. Besides, for the right person, such a life is in accord with their essence, and, assuming we do have a measure of free will, it's the way they want to live their life. And as a final example of a road less traveled, an under-the-radar career. It seems that every graduate today wants to be in one of just a few fields, entertainment, nonprofit work, or the creative arts. Well, supply and demand means that in such fields it's hard to land a good-paying ethical job, or even a volunteer gig that doesn't consist mainly of licking envelopes. Career contentment rarely derives mainly from a job's coolness, or whether your parents can tell your friends at a party, "Oh, my kid's a doctor." It more likely derives from interesting ethical work, a decent boss, decent pay, and reasonable job stability. And you're more likely to find all that in an under-the-radar field. And there are zillions of under-the-radar fields, usually most accessible from someone in your or your parents' network, or simply by perusing the job ads on Indeed or LinkedIn. I've had clients find career contentment in the scrap metal business, being a customer service manager at the local water utility, and another client who was building a user community for a company that manages subscriptions. And now, because I recall sitting where you are and wishing the speaker would shut up already, let me just be the latest to congratulate you on graduating despite the strains of 2020. Here's to a better 2021 and beyond, maybe even on a road less traveled. Onward and upward, class of December 2020. In any event, I'm Marty Nemko. I thank you for watching. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below, share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. And in any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.